In this video, I will be picking a random person from my followers list, and I will do a full in-depth review on their content creation page. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, direct one-on-one access to me, there's a Typeform link in the bottom. Go ahead and fill out the application. And if I see that you're truly the right fit, we can go ahead and we can start the journey. Make sure you watch all the way until the end, and we're getting straight into it. So the random person we have selected is Harmon Mohin 30. Let's go ahead and get started with the first video that is pinned.
The worst piece of advice you can get when you're young is don't worry, you have time. And yeah, you do, but that's what messes you up. Because you start drifting through everything, you stop taking everything seriously. Think about it.
Bro, let people digest your message. Let them understand what you're actually saying. Let's say, for an example, I say some tragic thing, okay? Let's say my pet bird died. You approach me and I say, hey bro, guess what? I have a bad news. My parrot just died. My little bird died and I'm so sad and oh my God, everyone got... Bro, I don't even have time to process and self-reflect on what you're saying. Now let's pause for a second. Let's say you approached me and I did it correctly. Hey bro, hey Jerry, guess what happened? What happened? Yeah, so I just got done with basketball practice and I came home to a very terrible news. What's the news? You know, my bird that I had for 5 years since I was a little kid just passed away. And I'm very sad this happened. You know, I talked to my bird every single day. He would repeat words that I said. And now, the fact that I'm not seeing him today after coming back from practice, I'm really starting to feel sad. You see the difference? You see how while I'm speaking, you can feel the sense of emotion. You can actually process and self-reflect on what I'm saying. But if I'm speaking too fast, like, oh my God, my bird died, this and that, I feel so sad because I came in from basketball practice, blah, blah. I'm not saying you're speaking that fast, but that's the type of vibe I am getting. There's something called words per minute, okay? Words per minute is something you guys need to be paying attention to. There is average, there is slow, and there is fast, okay? I believe the average word per minute is around 120, so let's go ahead and search it up just to double check. 120 to 160 words per minute. If you want your message to actually hit deep, slow down. Use pauses, like what I did. You can go ahead and play the YouTube video back to when I was talking about the bird. Watch how I paused. Watch how I spoke slow so the viewer can actually understand what I'm saying, okay?
You're sitting right here, you know there's something you should be doing, but you keep telling yourself, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and then you say, I'll do it tomorrow again. Until one day you look back at all.
Like, bro, you could have been like, just think about it for a second. You keep telling yourself you're gonna do it tomorrow, but then tomorrow comes, and again, and again, and again, and you're still stuck at the same spot. When are you gonna make the change? Do you see the difference? You see how you can actually reflect on what I'm saying. You have to understand, you can make a video, I can make a video. They can both be on the same exact topic. 9 times out of 10, my video is probably gonna go viral. Not because I'm a superhuman, not because I'm an alien, but because I actually know the overall communication fundamentals, okay?
All the things and opportunities you didn't take, and it's still not done. Time isn't the problem. What you do with it is. The worst piece of advice.
I like the ending. Time isn't the problem, what you do with it is. But again, because you were speaking so fast and then you randomly said that part, the dots didn't connect. So one quick tip for you guys, whenever you're ending the video, make sure the ending is one powerful sentence. So I'm gonna go ahead and sum up this video in in a couple minutes, okay? Here's how you break it up. There's a 3-step structure when you're creating videos. Number 1 is the intro. The intro is the hooks, which is 3 to 5 seconds long. So the first part you have to understand about a hook. What even is a hook? A hook is something that sparks a curiosity that is rare, that forces the viewer to stop scrolling. So your hook says, the worst piece of advice you can get when you're young. So one thing I like about that hook is it's a negative hook. When you say a negative type of hook, this makes people want to stop scrolling because you're basically going against what they believe in. You could have made the title, this is the worst piece of advice I have gotten. Now people want to know, what is it? I want to know, what's the worst piece of advice? Let me watch the video and let me find out. You get what I'm saying? So there's 3 types of hook. There is the text hook, which is what appears on the top of the video. There is the verbal hook, which is what you say. Are you sparking a curiosity with what you're saying in your words? Let's say, for an example, the first 3 seconds of my video said, This is how much YouTube paid me for one video. That's a verbal hook that sparks curiosity. People want to know how much YouTube paid me, so they're going to stick to the end to actually watch and find out. And number 3 is the visual hook. The visual hook is anything that is going on in the background that is visually appealing to the viewer that stops them from scrolling. In your video, there wasn't really anything going on. I pretty much just see you in front of a tree, but you could have made the background a little bit more visually appealing. That way, you complete the 3 steps of hooking a viewer. So remember, text hook, verbal hook, visual hook. Those are the 3 types of hooks. Once you got the hook, you need to get straight into the point, okay?
The worst piece of advice you can get when you're young is don't worry, you have time. And yeah, you do, but that's what messes you up. Because you start drifting through everything, you stop taking everything seriously. Think about it.
So what you're doing right now is you're kind of talking at the audience. But what I would have done personally to make it more relatable is I would have imagined if the viewer can see themselves in my shoes. So what I would have done, I would have said something like this. The worst piece of advice people give me is they tell me I have time. Boom. Number 2, you want to give them the body. So the intro, the body, and then the ending. The body has to be examples that relates to people's current life. I believe you said,
but you keep telling yourself, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and then you say, I'll do it tomorrow again. Until one day you look back at all the things and opportunities you didn't take.
You keep telling yourself tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes, then you say, I'll do it tomorrow again. Until one day you look back at all the things you didn't take and nothing still didn't get done. Talk about your life. Say, the worst piece of advice I got was this, this, and that. Give them examples. Talk about how your parents are telling you you have time. Talk about how your friends and family are telling you you have time. The body part of the video, it has to include examples. Let's say for an example, I'm somebody who just got kicked out their parents' house. If I just got kicked out my parents' house, I'd probably go into an Uber ride. And as I'm on that Uber ride on my way to my hotel, I'd probably pick up my phone and start doom scrolling on TikTok to make myself feel better. Now let's say for an example, I come across your video, and in your video, you were talking about yourself, how you got kicked out your parents' house, how you are also sitting in an Uber ride and you're on the way to a hotel. Imagine that. Imagine you were so specific. Now let's say for an example, 1 million people were going through that situation where they got kicked out their parents' house and they're sitting in an Uber ride. Don't you think those 1 million people would stop scrolling to watch your video? I mean, you're literally talking about their current life. You're making them feel better. So that's what you have to do. And that's how you can go from 2,000 views to hundreds of thousands of views. Does that make sense? Other than that, bro, that is pretty much it. Your videos are looking good, and there's only so much I can say. That's just what I got from one video. Imagine if I were to break up every single video. I can give you so much more value. And whoever else is watching this video, I hope you guys learned something from this. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, direct one-on-one access to me, there's a Typeform link in the bottom. Go ahead and fill out the application. And if I see that you're truly the right fit, we can go ahead and we can start the journey. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.